Scandal on the court in Virginia in this junior varsity girls basketball game with a coach posing as a player. The player in the black jersey wearing number 1 with the slick moves, scoring baskets and high-fiving other players was no player at all. She's Arlisha Boykins, a member of the Churchland Truckers coaching staff. Boykins suiting up and playing as if she were a student.
Explain this one to me, David.
So, 22-year-old, and she's, how do you get away with impersonating a 13-year-old? Well, she thought she could do it, but it was a high school basketball coach. She's in Virginia. She has been fired, as Katie mentioned. She impersonated a 13-year-old. Her name is Arlisha Boykins, and she was an assistant coach on the Churchland Junior Varsity Girls basketball team in Portsmouth, and she suited up for, I guess they're called the Truckers, while a teenage student athlete was out of town at a club basketball tournament. So the parents of the girl told the TV station there locally.
When adults commit to being a coach, they take on a lot of responsibility. Yeah. Adults who fail to live up to those expectations fail our students.
Portsmouth Public Schools District says the game was held at Nansemond River and no Churchland administrators were there, saying they immediately investigated when it was reported. The fallout leading players on both the junior varsity and varsity girls teams to call it quits.
Wow, now that's the sad part of the story.
True.
So you've got some girls quitting over the matter, but I mean, Katie, help me understand how she thought this would be a good idea.
Well, it's not even just her thinking it's a good idea because she's 22 and you're an adult at 22. You should know better.
Yeah.
But then it was not just her.
Wait a minute.
The varsity coach.
You said 22 and adult. I'm not
Yeah, I know
sure
they're supposed to be an adult. But
in today's.
But the varsity coach was encouraging this to happen, and the varsity coach also was canned, rightfully so. What's so sad to me on this is why she thought she needed to do it, and how is it that the girls on the team went along with it. So, I would have said, no, I'm not even going on the court. I mean, I guess at their age, 14, 15-year-old girls, peer pressure, it's not even their peers, it's the coach. It's like the coach pressure. So the fact that I just want to know what's in their heads that whole game. Like, oh, do we have to pass it to our coach? Is she going to coach us during this whole thing? And what they thought about that. And it didn't look like there were a lot of people in the stands. But still, didn't any of the parents in the stands immediately go, timeout? That's not a child. I mean, she acts like a child, clearly, but that is not a child.